Don't no bugs eat poison ivy, not to my knowledge. And so don't no humans supposed to even touch it or eat it. But marijuana, again, that plant is amazing. I'm not saying it's a god or nothing. I'm not saying that we're supposed to idolize it or worship it. We're not even supposed to get addicted to it, because when you become addicted to something, that leads to more transgressions of the laws. That leads to, idolization. Addiction do lead to idolization. Because when you're addicted to something, what do? You give more of your time and your energy and your attention to it. And the Most High, even if it's good and He created it to be good, He don't want us giving all of our attention to something that He created, even if it's good, like marijuana. He wants us to put Him first. We honor and glorify the Most High. Hallelujah. We are supposed to glorify the Most High first and foremost. We serve Him first. We don't serve and honor a plant. I don't care how great it is. I know marijuana is great. Even the hybrids make you feel great, even though, technically they're bad for your body, and literally they're bad for your body, and they will catch up to you at some point because you didn't grow them. They were not grown properly in an organic soil with organic, water and all of that stuff. And so they're not going to be good for your body because they're not wholesome. You're only really supposed to put wholesome foods and stuff like that in your body. Your body is wholesome. I mean, I know a lot of people their body is degenerating because of their diseases and all of that. And so their body not wholesome. But that still don't mean that you're supposed to put GMO foods in your body. You're still supposed to put wholesome foods in your body. You know what I'm saying? So that your body could, become wholesome again. And if you already got good health, don't start eating bad. You know what I'm saying? That's how your body gonna stay wholesome and healthy. But let me see. Did I explain everything about marijuana? So let's do a summary. Let's do it one more time. Let's explain it one more time real quick. Marijuana is only bad if it is in the form of a GMO-based hybrid. Now, it could be a hybrid, but it could still be organic too. I'll probably have to explain that in another video. But if it's a hybrid through genetic modification, then that's definitely not something that you want to do. You don't want to consume something that is genetically modified or genetically engineered. Also, let me see, burning it is not bad. I mean, if you were doing it like our ancient ancestors were doing it, where they were doing it in the burnt offering, that's different. That's spiritual. But if you're smoking it directly, through a carcinogenic, blunt wrap or something like that, it's going to defile your temple because it's going to mess up your lungs and all of that stuff. And ultimately your bloodstream and your arteries and all of that stuff. A lot of people wonder why they get high hypertension, you know what I'm saying, when they smoke and stuff like that, or why they get chest pain. It's because it's defiling your temple. It's slowly but surely deteriorating or disintegrating your health. So don't smoke it. You know what I'm saying? Don't vape it. And even I tried to be a hypocrite, or really I didn't try to. It was hypocritical, but my intentions were good. When I stopped smoking it in a carcinogenic blunt wrap, and I tried to substitute it in glass because I just wanted to just burn the plant itself and just inhale that and get high from that. But then the Most High laid that up on my mind. He said He don't want us doing it that way either, because when you smoke it, even if you're doing it through a glass and you're smoking it directly like that, it's still gonna make you overindulge it. You're gonna overconsume it, and as a result, you're gonna cough. You're gonna harm your lungs. And the Most High was like, man, you burning your lungs. Your lungs even though they're very intricate and very, you know what I'm saying, just like all the other organs in your body, they're made to endure a lot. You know what I'm saying? Whether you intentionally brought the harm upon yourself or not, your body is meant to, you know what I'm saying, it detoxifies itself, believe it or not. When you drink, when you take certain herbs, and of course, when you go on water fast or dry fast, your body is designed to naturally get rid of those toxins. But the thing is, the Most High, he letting you know, like, if you having bad reactions when you use these things, like you start coughing or sneezing or wheezing and huffing and puffing and all that stuff, then that means that you're defiling your body. Something bad is happening to your body. You're having an adverse side effect or reaction to what you're doing, because what you're doing is bad. So as a reaction, your body is going to react in a bad, abnormal way. So the Most High is telling us, do not smoke weed directly through a blunt wrap. You know what I'm saying? Don't even do it in a glass, bong or whatever. Don't vape it, because again, you're burning it. You're just burning it at a low heat. Without an actual lighter, you're using an internal lithium battery. He said, don't do it that way either. You know, and just keep it natural. And also don't idolize it. Don't become addicted to it. That's what the Most High don't want us doing when it comes to marijuana. You could use it if it's natural, if it's wholesome. That's what I mean by natural, wholesome, organic, from the earth, because he made it for the earth for us to use for our body medicinally and for our mind, our third eye, our pineal gland spiritually. We can use it in those ways, but it got to be clean. It got to be used in moderation. He don't want us smoking it. He don't want us vaping it. He don't want us wrapping it in these carcinogenic blunt wraps. He don't want us making it an idol, giving it too much attention, becoming addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? Attracting these gluttonous demonic spirits that's going to make us overeat and make us have a stomach, you know, ache in the morning, or, you know what I'm saying, going to ruin our health because we're eating the wrong stuff. Believe it or not, when you get high too quickly, especially when you're smoking it or you're vaping it, you know what I'm saying, demons are attracted to you because they see that you're at a low mental state. A lot of people be gone, man, and you could still see, if you want to get high, that's cool. You want to lift your mind, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want to feel good, relax, whatever. But don't smoke it, because you're going to get too high too quick, and the Most High wants us to be aware of our surroundings. He don't want us zoned out all day, every day, especially not at a very high level. He don't want us super high all day. He wants us to be aware. The only time we should really get high, aka use these organic, self-made marijuana edibles, is when we're relaxed indoors and we're trying to meditate on the word, you know, the scriptures or something like that. We open our mind through the herb, and we focus and pray on the Most High. You know what I'm saying? His law, statutes, and commandments. And we could even be out and about preaching and teaching with a little buzz on, but don't be super high. Don't smoke it. Don't vape it. You know what I'm saying? Take a few milligrams. With me, when I'm good with 100, 200, maybe 300 milligrams of THC through my herbal medicinals, as I like to call them. But I try to make sure that it's organic as possible. When I'm making my edibles, I try to make sure the flour, the grains, all of that stuff, even the fruits that I add to them, that I puree and I put in there with, you know, such as bananas and stuff like that. I try to make sure that they're organic bananas. And I'm good between 100 and 250 The highest I'll go probably 300, 350 milligrams per edible, and I'm good. I'll be good all day. I'll be high-minded all day. I won't be low-minded. I won't be low to where I'm stressed out and all of that stuff. The Most High, He knows that that special herb that we call cannabis or marijuana, or whatever, loud, you know what I'm saying, purple haze, white rhino, white willow, whatever, all these different terms that we call loud, you know what I'm saying, hydro, dro, whatever. He know that it's meant to calm us down. We're in a stressful world. We're in a stressful environment. He wants us to be high-minded, you know what I'm saying? But high-minded where we're at ease, we're at comfort, both physically and spiritually. But he don't want us to be super high-minded through the herbs because we were smoking it or vaping it all day. We just can't put it down. You know what I'm saying? He don't want us to be like that, to where we're just, that's addiction. That is, and really it's a form of gluttony. Like, how many puffs do you got to puff? You know what I'm saying? How high do you want to get? Like, a lot of people ain't satisfied. They overindulge the marijuana. Like, they just got to be super high all day, every day. Like, just, you know what I'm saying? Take your edibles and let that be that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be high all day. Now, you could be high all day, but you ain't got to be super high all day. Nor do you have to give all of your attention to your addiction. You give a lot of attention to your addiction when you constantly hitting it back and forth, and then you got to roll another one. You know what I'm saying? The Most High don't want us, and then you fidgeting. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I ran out of weed. Man, I got to go get me some more. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I'm down to my last dollars. You know what I'm saying? F it, I'm gonna go spend it on some weed. You know, the Most High don't want us dependent on it like that. He don't want us bankrupt, or I won't say bankrupting yourself, but a lot of people, I have done it, and I know that's a form of addiction, to where I would get mad, like, because I ran out of weed or I can't get it at a certain time. I'll be out all late at night trying to find me a someone to, to sell in or whatever. The Most High do not want us doing that. If you need weed, grow it yourself. If you want to get high from weed, you know what I'm saying? Grow it yourself, use it yourself, but use it in moderation and use it safely and positively according to Scripture. Again, do not smoke it, do not vape it, do not make it your God. Do not give it a lot of attention, because that will bring about addiction. That will bring about idolization. You can idolize weed. Weed can be your God. It can be your power. Don't allow that to happen. The Most High don't want no power above Him. He just wants us to depend on Him first and foremost. The herbs and all of that, including the marijuana, it's good. It's meant to sustain your body and to, you know what I'm saying, bring you at ease and all of that stuff, and even help with your disease if you have any disease. But it's not meant to cure you. Again, like the pharmaceutical, man-made artificial drugs that you can get at your local CVS and your Walgreens and all of that, like the herbs that you can easily get from the earth or grow yourself, they all do the same thing. It's just with their stuff, with their patented, carcinogenic, medicinal, you know what I'm saying, pharmaceutical drugs. They're going to all do the same thing. It's just with their stuff, you're going to get the negative side effects, which is what they try to put in the small print at the back of the bottle. Oh, it may cause, you know what I'm saying, suicidal thoughts, or you may have your muscles may twitch, or you know what I'm saying, something bad. You may have irregular heartbeats or headaches. You know what I'm saying? Why would you want something that's man-made with a patent? You know what I'm saying? That you don't know what else they added to it. Why would you want that crap just to relieve a disease that you could relieve yourself if you just, you know what I'm saying, gather your own herbs? Quit being lazy and dependent on the government and all these places when they're using the foundational herbs and all of that stuff that they're using for their drugs and all of that. You could easily just go buy them yourself, buy them directly, and you won't even have to worry about the adverse side effects that are going to come from using their patented, man-made, artificial drugs. Man, that sounds like gunfire. And I'm gonna make a video soon explaining the 4th of July, how it's stupid for us to even be. But anyway, I hope that this video was edifying to y'all about marijuana, because here in America, you got to understand why the plant is so demonized. You know, the government's saying, "Oh, it's a class 1 or class A scheduled drug." Basically, they saying marijuana is worse than crack cocaine. It's up there with methamphetamine. It's up there with it's up there with heroin. How is that possible when someone who cannot get marijuana do not act the same way as someone who cannot get you know what I'm saying, some heroin or some crack cocaine. Someone who cannot get, if you're addicted to marijuana and you cannot get it, you're not going to go and rob your family or rob a bank and kill people just to get that next hit, like a heroin addict would do. A heroin addict will do whatever to get their next hit. A crack cocaine addict, they won't do whatever, but they'll do almost whatever to get their next hit. They'll break in people's houses, they'll steal from stores, whatever. But a heroin addict or a methamphetamine addict, those people who are addicted to these opioids or opiate-based drugs. I think that's what they call them. They call them opiates or whatever. But anyway, that's a foundationary chemical within these toxic, unnatural drugs. It makes people super addicted. So much to the point where their physical body, if they don't get the drugs, first of all, they get addicted to the drugs real quickly. Like, it's not with marijuana where you could just smoke it and just wean off of it. You try heroin one time, you will become addicted. Some people, their tolerance level is a little bit higher. It take 1 or 2 or 3 times, but you will become addicted very quickly. Not only that, you'll become addicted so much to the point where, man, you just gotta have it. You gotta have that next buzz. You gotta have that next high. Heroin, to my understanding, is the most potent, most addictive drug on the planet. Next to that will be methamphetamine, and it's another one that they got. Damn, I forgot what it's called, but I think I wouldn't doubt it if the government made it. But it's man-made, and it's so potent that you can't even touch it. It'll go through your pores and it'll kill you. So a lot of people OD over that. I forgot what it's called, but it's in the streets. I haven't heard about it for a while now. It's been about a year or so, but nonetheless, marijuana is not bad. It's just bad because it's been given a bad rap, and It started really, it's really because it's so medicinal. It's so beneficial. It's so spiritual. The FDA, all these large drug companies do not want us growing it first and foremost, because if you grow it, you own it. Because you can perpetually grow it and utilize it. They don't want us growing it, and the states that they did allow us to grow it in, you only can grow so many plants. I think you got to use their seeds, which are likely GMO, so they're probably made by Monsanto, and so you can only grow them one time because the seeds, they probably got glyphosate in them and a certain gene in them to where they can only produce once. And so you got to go back to the company and buy them. It's just all about profit, but profit and control. But they know that the plan is too great, and they don't want us. They don't want us healing our body. They want us to be. They want us to become dependent on what they create. You know what I'm saying? Because I forgot how many years ago they came out with a drug called Marinol. Marinol is short for marijuana. They tried to come out with their own synthetic version of marijuana from a patented standpoint where they could make money from it for many, many, many years. It was a popular product for a while, but then it fell off. People didn't like it. It was kind of like CBD oil, really. It didn't really get you high, but it gave you the medicinal benefits, as they would say. They made it seem like it was medicinal, but it really wasn't. So really they made it for no reason because, no one benefited from it. But I brought that up to show y'all, to prove to y'all that they know that the plant is good. They know that all the over 250 different varieties of marijuana plants, whether it's the sativa type or the indica, or even the hybrids, which consist of indica and sativa, they know that it's beneficial to our body, whether it's physically or spiritually. Because first it was spiritually, because it was through the burnt offerings that we were supposed to, connect with the Creator through our third eye, what they call the pineal gland. But we've been eating that plant, using it in foods and all of that, because again, it is a herb, but it has to have the seeds. We've been using that since Adam and Eve. I mean, if y'all don't believe that, then that's on y'all. If y'all don't want to use marijuana, I don't give a damn. Do what you do. But me, I'm going to continue to use marijuana, and I'm going to continue to benefit from it. But I'm going to do it biblically. I'm going to do it scripturally, according to the Creator. He said in the scriptures that he gave all herbs bearing seeds. All green herbs are of the planet. Marijuana it's a herb. It's a green plant. It's medicinal. It's beneficial for the body. Okay? Again, do not smoke it. Do not vape it. Do not make it your God, meaning do not become addicted to it to the point where, oh, I got to have it, woo, 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 or, you smoking it all day, every day, you just constantly, man, like, I got to get higher, man, my high blew, man, dealing with dude, he pissed me off, he just blew my high, man, I gotta roll up again. Most High he don't want us messing with it like that. He don't want us becoming, dependent or addicted to it like that, to where we're running to it to ease our mind, to ease our stress, as if it's our God, it's our Creator, it's our, He don't want us, it's a creation. It's not the Creator. The Creator is who we go to for healing. I know that it says in Scripture that the herbs, all the herbs bearing seeds were to heal the nations. I get that. But you got to hit that with a precept, because it also says that the Creator heals. Now, healing healing could be both temporarily, meaning that it helps with your symptoms, but it don't cure the underlying problem to your disease. So in actuality, these herbs do heal the nation, but they don't fully heal. That's what the scriptures don't tell you. The Most High, He heals, and not only that, He heals completely. And so we are supposed to indulge and seek Him. We indulge in Him and His knowledge through His law, statutes, commandments, through His word, through His Ruach, through Him, Himself, and Himself only. And that's how we get healed fully and indefinitely, unless we sin again to heal curses again, and we'll get sick again. But what I'm saying is, if you want to get healed fully and indefinitely, He does that. It's not through the herbs. I understand that the herbs heal the nation, but they only do it partially. They don't fully heal you. No herb on the planet, I don't care how great it is, it's not designed to fully heal you. Because if it fully healed you, then what would be the use of the Creator? It wouldn't be no use for a Yahuah. You see what I'm saying? He don't make herbs that fully heal. So anyway, I hope that this video was edifying. I know that I forgot some stuff, but I did touch on pretty much everything that I wanted to say in this video pertaining to using marijuana. So I know that I'm gonna have some. I know that I'm gonna get rebuked and get attacked by some Hebrew Israelites who are not fully in the truth yet, but it is what it is. I mean, so until the Most High lays it upon my spirit that I'm doing it wrong, then I'm gonna continue to use marijuana the way that I've been using it, in the form of organic edibles. I'm not smoking it. I'm not defiling my temple. I'm not rolling it in carcinogenic blunt wraps and none of that stuff no more. I'm not even smoking it in the glass bong. So I know that I'm not doing it of the world. So the Most High, He has mercy on those who are trying. I'm not doing nothing ignorant. If I'm doing something, if I fall back into smoking marijuana, then that's not good. And so I know that I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not even vaping it. But if I'm doing it wrong now, from when it comes to the form of my edibles, as I like to call them medicinal, what I call them, herbal medicinals. That's what I call them. But really, they're marijuana edibles, whether it's cookies, cakes, pies, whatever. If I'm doing that wrong, then that would be from an ignorant standpoint. I'm doing it from what I believe is scriptural, and the Most High got to deal with me with that. So y'all can rebuke me if you want, but I'm just doing what I feel is right according to scripture. So with that, I'm going to say Shabbat Shalom.